2014 was a terrifying year for the people of Sierra Leone. Ebola cases were rapidly spreading, and the nation was marshaling all resources to address the health crisis.
Operation United Assistance, the response effort to the Ebola outbreak in Africa, is underway.
Funds began pouring into the country to help it respond, but some asked, how can we be sure that money will be well spent? The nation's Auditor General, Laura Taylor Pierce, knew such questions needed answers, and accountability was critical if the public was to have faith in the nation's ability to respond. She prepared to deploy her team.
So we said, okay. It was a bit of a risk, I would say, because you wanted to, you were not sure what would be the outcome of that.
It was the first time her office had done real-time auditing. But after years of support from different members from the INTOSAI donor cooperation, which had helped the Audit Service of Sierra Leone with numerous capacity-building efforts, the work was done, made public, and enhanced oversight of Ebola funds, allowing for strong debates among stakeholders and resulting in increased pressure for accountability. The SAI's strong leadership and long-term and scaled-up support from members of the INTOSAI donor cooperation were some of the primary reasons the Audit Service was ready to act.
The very uplifting thing about that audit was not only the fact that we brought out many issues, but just the agitation by the citizens on how important it was for our office to have been part of the situation.
This is just one success story from the INTOSAI donor cooperation, which was started in 2009 to bring together the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, or INTOSAI, with donor organizations that wanted to invest in ensuring the developing world had the strong governance and accountability that stem from independent audit institutions, and that play such a key role in poverty reduction. Tony Hegarty was the chief financial officer at the World Bank at the time and played a critical role in the early success of the cooperation.
Bringing together INTOSAI with what was initially 16 donors and subsequently became 24 donors represented a major achievement. It had never happened before. And significantly, SAI capacity building at the global, at the regional, and at the country levels became tangibly and visibly identifiable on the radar screen of all of the major donors. So this was the first time that this was really tangibly and visibly actually happening like that.
Since its inception, the cooperation has provided assistance to more than 170 Supreme Audit institutions worldwide. Global financial support is estimated to have increased from $54 million in 2012 to $83 million in 2018. The cooperation also played a critical role in helping secure funding for the global implementation of the international standards of size, and it brought together a wide partnership to support the development of a performance measurement framework, a framework for assessing size performance against the international standards and other established international good practices for external public auditing. The SAI PMF tool contributes to improve SAI capacity development and strategic planning. Playing a key role was Gene Dodaro, Comptroller General of the United States and head of the Government Accountability Office, the supreme audit institution for the U.S.
And the donors were very supportive of both the standards issues as well as this performance measurement framework, because it gave them a gauge to determine what level of progress was being made if they decided to support a supreme audit institution over a period of time. And everybody realized it would take time to develop the capacity that was needed.
Success in these development initiatives can be seen across the developing world, including in Bhutan. For roughly 45 years, Bhutan has been on the United Nations list of least developed countries that face severe long-term structural impediments to growth. The Royal Audit Authority of Bhutan adopted the international standards, or ISAIs, did a SAI PMF assessment, and received assistance through other donor cooperation programs. Auditor General Dasho Sharing Kazang said the PMF was very beneficial to his SAI because it helped them determine a baseline against which they could measure their performance, and it provided a basis for future institutional capacity building.
It also focuses on the relevant issues within domain such as independence and legal framework, which is very crucial for independent functioning of any supreme audit institutions.
By the end of 2018, 45 SAIs had completed SAI PMF assessments to at least draft report stage, and over 1,200 people have been trained on the use of the framework. Strategic plans have also been critical for helping SAIs.
The INTOSAI Donor Corporation has emphasized the development of SAI-led strategic plans and for support to be aligned behind them. And it has supported SAIs in developing these plans. Today, almost all SAIs in INTOSAI have a strategic plan in place.
To further strengthen aid effectiveness, the cooperation administers the SAI Capacity Development Database.
The SAI Capacity Development Database is a really exciting portal that actually helps us coordinate support, track projects, and ensure that we avoid duplication of support. It has a lot of potential and currently has more than 500 projects listed.
I think we're poised to do great things to really help enhance accountability over billions of dollars that are spent every year and support provided by donors across the world, the World Bank and countries around the world, and to strengthen accountability and transparency on the behalf of citizens who are expected to be the beneficiaries of this assistance.
Dr. Hussam Al-Angari, the president of the General Auditing Bureau of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is the SAI chair of the cooperation.
In 2019, the cooperation leadership helped ensure the long-term viability of the cooperation by approving a new 10-year strategy. The strategy has high-level goals that will help us build on our past success and achieve even better results in the future. Through the new strategy, we will scale up support for SAIs and focus on capacity development, independence, professionalism, transparency, governance, partnerships, and the sustainable development goals. I am also very pleased that the strategy recognizes the important role of INTOSAI members, its key committees, and regional organizations in enhancing the capacity of SAIs.
Ed Olowo Okere, the Global Director of Public Sector and Financial Management at the World Bank, is the donor chair of the cooperation.
The World Bank and other donors are excited about the future of the cooperation and this new 10-year strategy. The strategy provides an excellent framework for donors to enhance their support for Supreme Audit Institution capacity development and independence. The World Bank has taken a leadership role in these issues, and I look forward to continuing and enhancing our engagement in collaboration with other donors, the INTOSAI Development Initiative, INTOSAI, and individual Supreme Audit institutions to ensure the long-term success of the cooperation.
To learn more about how the INTOSAI donor cooperation is assisting nations around the world, visit www.intosaidonor.org.